actually working here, because my faith in technology is kind of shaking. Maybe. All right, it's going. Hi guys, and welcome to Follett House Friday. My name is Jeremy Angstead. I'm the Museum Services Manager. And I thought, since we just started our summer reading program this week, I would try and do something that kind of ties into the theme of fairy tales and magic and everything. So I was going through the collection trying to find something that would kind of fit in, and I found something I think fits really perfectly. So this week we're going to talk about magic lanterns. Not like the ones from the story tales, but actual magic lanterns that people use, but maybe not for what you're thinking of if you've never heard the term before. This is a magic lantern. So a magic lantern is basically an early form of slide projector. It's the easiest way to describe it. It was originally invented in the 1600s by a Dutch scientist. I believe he was a mathematician and astronomer, if I remember correctly. And it became a popular way to project things and became a big form of entertainment. Because think, they didn't have photographs for a while. They, of course, didn't have any sort of movies or anything like that. So magic lanterns stayed popular starting from the late 1600s all the way up to the early 1900s. And they really didn't fade in popularity till motion pictures started coming in and really kind of replacing everything. So we actually have several different magic lanterns in our collection. This one is just the first one I pulled out, and the way it would work is you would have a lantern. Now we're missing the bottom part, but you would have a lantern that would go in here. You would light the flame, put the lantern back down, and it would shoot out light, and you would take these glass slides, which I'll give you a closer view of here in a couple minutes, and you would go in and it would project the image, and obviously since there's no automatic slide advancer, you would have to do it yourself. They are a big form of entertainment. The most popular set of glass slides that I know of, that I ever heard of, was a set that was made for Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. Wow, I blanked today. And those sold all over. And these, you would go to an auditorium, and kind of like you go see a movie, you go see a magic lantern show. The problem with magic lanterns in late 1700s is because they were just being powered by like an oil lamp, they didn't have a lot of power. It wasn't until they started using lime to create a chemical reaction and lighting the gas, so basically natural gas, that it provided a strong enough light that you could project like a movie-size piece of entertainment. And even with the advent of electricity, magic lanterns kept going, kept being used for that. As you all know, slide projectors developed and had different uses throughout the years, but this, like I said, is an early version. It's more for entertainment. So this particular one that we have, according to what I could find on the box, which I'll show you in a second as well, was made in Germany. I don't know exactly what year. I know he was, this particular person was producing them starting in the 1880s and going onward. So I'm not 100% sure when this exact model was made. So I'm going to slightly move the camera, so I apologize in advance for the shift that you're going to see, but I want to show you a couple close-ups of some of the different slides that we have in our collection. All right. So I apologize once again for the shift. So here's one of the slides. So these would be glass and would then be, of course, this one's not. This is more probably a later version that's made with celluloid. But if you get a version closer like this, that's all glass, all these frames would have to be hand painted. And you can see these are just, you know, silly scenes that they have. So you would have, almost like with silent films, they would have people playing music. With these, besides playing music, you would often have a story told with it, and the slides would be used to tell a story. You know, so this is a scene from obviously from a circus that the story would be about. So I mentioned the box. I think the box is actually pretty neat. So you can see this was number, for this particular set when it was done, this was lantern number 225, Lantra Magica, which isn't actually German. I believe that is Italian, but the logo, the EP, I was doing some research, and that is a German manufacturer out of Nuremberg. So it's really interesting. You can see it's a very detailed label, and you can see it shows them for home entertainment as well. One of the boxes I thought was interesting, kind of give you an idea where all these slides come from, is here. So you can see here on the end is the English, but the next one over, I believe that is French, if I did my research correctly. So these were popular all over the world, and you could get slides from all over the world. We have several different, you saw examples from 3 different sets. We also have 2 more sets that we have in our collection that I didn't get out today just because I thought, you know, we had enough examples out. I'm going to move the camera back. I'm sorry again for the drastic move, and I'm trying not to get anyone too seasick. So yeah, they really are, it really is an interesting form of entertainment. And like I said, it stayed popular for years and years and years. In the comments in this video, I'm going to put in a link to the Henry Ford Museum up in Michigan. They have a wonderful little brief history of the magic lanterns. But what's more important, I think, is it actually shows what they can do. Unfortunately, ours is missing pieces, and also because it is an artifact, I wouldn't want to try and make it work anyway. I'd be too afraid of damaging it. So I'll include that link along in the video so you guys can actually see how one worked. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments or ask them now. I'm trying to watch the video and look for comments and do everything else at the time. And for those of you who are not watching it live, always feel free to comment. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that I can. And if you ever have any ideas or suggestions of what you would like to see from our collection, please let me know. I'm always happy to take suggestions. Next week, because the library will be closed, it will not be a live video, but I will put up another Follett House Friday video then as well for you guys to see. So until next time, have a great day.